Welcome to the continuation of chapter circle. This is the second video and today we are going to learn what is tangent and its properties. So first one is tangent theorem, then the converse of tangent theorem, and then tangent segment theorem with proof. So first, what is tangent? So tangent is the line which touches the circle in only one point is tangent. So the tangent theorem says that a tangent at any point of circle is perpendicular to the radius at the point of contact. So I have drawn the diagram. So this is the tangent and this is the radius of circle OR. Then if this is tangent, then this angle will be 90 degree, or OR is perpendicular to PQ. So the radius will always be perpendicular to the tangent. So if PQ is a tangent, then angle ORQ is 90 degree. This is tangent theorem. Now the converse of this theorem is if radius is perpendicular to a segment at the point of contact, then that segment is tangent. So to understand the converse, I have drawn this diagram which is same as above. So now the converse says that if angle ORQ is 90 degree, then PQ is perpendicular to OR. So firstly, understand what is converse and how to write the statement of converse. For any theorem, what you have to do is see the original statements if and then part. So here if part is PQ is tangent, in converse that part is gone to the then part, then PQ is tangent, and then here in original statement then angle ORQ is 90 degree is if angle ORQ is 90 degree. So converse is just the opposite or reverse of the original statement. So now I hope you have understood these two statements or tangent theorem and its converse. These two concepts, two theorems are very important and very basic property of tangent, that tangent is always perpendicular to the radius, and if any segment is perpendicular to radius, then that segment will be the tangent. So next is the third theorem was tangent segment theorem. So we are going to see the proof of this theorem, tangent segment theorem. So the statement of this theorem is tangent segments drawn from an external point to a circle are congruent. So what is given here? A circle is there with center, I will write it as O. Then there is one external point, say R. External point means you can take it anywhere in the exterior of circle. So R, then I will draw two tangents from this point R. P and Q, they are the point of contact. So given, I will write first given, in a circle with center O, PR and QR are tangent segments from the external point R. So to prove these two tangent theorems are congruent, so PR is congruent to QR. Now to prove this PR and QR are congruent, this diagram is not enough, so I will draw here OR and OP and OQ. So I will write here in construction. Draw OR, OP and OQ. So proof. So in proof, here OP is the radius and PQ is tangent. So this angle will be 90 degree. Similarly, OQ is radius and QR is tangent. So this angle will be also 90 degree. So I will first write here that in order to prove PR and QR are congruent, first I need to prove that these two triangles are congruent, because after proving the two triangles are congruent, I will get corresponding sides PR and QR. So so those sides will be congruent. So first, in triangle OPR and triangle OQR, first angle OPR equal to angle OQR, which both are 90 degree or right angles. The reason for that is tangent theorem. Now second, now these two triangles OPR and OQR are right angles, because this angle is right angle, this angle is right angle. So both are right angle triangles, and there is one test which is specially for right angle triangles. The test for congruency is hypotenuse side test. What this test tells that if there are two right angle triangles, then their hypotenuse are congruent, and other than hypotenuse one side should be congruent, then the two triangles are congruent by hypotenuse side test. So I have got OR as common side in both the triangles, so OR is congruent to OR because it is common side, which is also the hypotenuse of both the triangles. I will write here segment or side. You can write anything. Now segment OP congruent to segment OQ because they are radii of same circle. I will just here the mark of perpendicular. So now the two triangles, triangle OPR will be congruent to triangle OQR by the test hypotenuse side test. So now as the two triangles have become congruent, so their corresponding sides PR and QR will also be congruent. See here, we have got the right correspondence PR and QR. So in order to make the right correspondence, you have to see which side is congruent to which side and which angle is congruent to which angle. So here OP congruent to OQ, so here OP and OQ are in first two numbers. Then OR is congruent to OR, then first and third is OR, here also first and third is OR. And angle P is congruent to angle Q, so angle P is in middle, here Q is in middle. So this is the right correspondence. So now we can make PR congruent to QR because of CSCT, corresponding sides of congruent triangles. So here is the end of this theorem, tangent segment theorem. So please see that in this theorem we have make use of tangent theorem. So this theorem is very important because we are using it in another theorem. So for today's video we have got all 3 points covered: tangent theorem, converse of tangent theorem, and tangent segment theorem. So please go through all the statements, thoroughly understand the statements, and then come to the Next we are going to see the problem set 3.1. So in problem set 3.1, see the first question. I will not give you the solution, just tell you how to solve this problem. So in 3.1, the question, I will read the question. In the adjoining figure, the radius of circle with center C is 6 cm. So I will draw the radius 6 cm. Line AB is tangent at A. Answer the following questions. What is the measure of angle CAB? So here angle CAB, here CA is the radius and AB is the tangent, so it is obviously the right angle which is 90 degree because of tangent theorem, right? Next, what is the distance of point C from line AB and why? Distance of point C from line AB will always be the perpendicular distance, and all of us know that this angle is perpendicular, so we can say that distance between line AB and C is same as radius of the circle CA, which is given 6 cm. So here is the answer of second. And third question, distance between AB is 6 cm. Find distance between BC. So join these 2 points B and C, then you will get a triangle. The triangle with one angle as right angle. So you can apply Pythagoras theorem and find out distance between BC or length of the segment BC. Next problem, what is the measure of angle ABC? So here angle ABC is this angle. So what we know about angle ABC? First, AC is 6 cm, this one is 6 cm, and we have to find this angle. So this one is already we know 90 degree. Now this side is congruent, this side is congruent. Then make use of isosceles triangle theorem and then find out the angle ABC. Next problem is, in the adjoining figure, O is the center of circle. From point R, segment RM and RN are tangent segments touching the circle at M and N. If OR is 10 cm and radius of circle is 5 cm, then what is the length of each tangent segment? So you have to find MR and NR. So to find MR and NR, you have to find only one, right? And then you will get from tangent segment theorem, NR is also same as MR. So here we know that this angle is 90 degree. So make use of Pythagoras theorem in this triangle and find out the distance between M and R. The next problem is, what is the measure of angle MRO? Angle MRO. So here this triangle is 90 degree because is right angle because this angle is 90 degree. Then there is one special property of 30-16-90 theorem, which is specially for 90 degree, the right angle triangle in which angle 30 and angle 60 are there. So hypotenuse is double of the side of this OM. So whenever this happens, that this side is half of the hypotenuse, then angle opposite to this side will always be the 30 degree. Similarly here this side is also 5, which is half of hypotenuse, so angle opposite to this side will be 30 degree. So here the second problem ends. And for third problem, what is the measure of angle MRN? I think I have also stated the solution for this problem. So for today this is enough. So please go through the statements of tangent theorem and tangent segment theorem, and then we will solve the next problems, third and fourth, and then we will go to the next concepts. So thank you for watching this video. Please be attentive, be sincere, study all the concepts and then solve the problem. Don't go directly for solution. Thank you.